Welcome to BENUE Must Good with Mr. Ogbo Innocent, and this is Ogbo TV. On Facebook, ogbo.tv. On YouTube, Ogbo TV 835. Twitter, Ogbo TV. And this is a great opportunity that we have. This is a great opportunity that we must utilize through this current or present administration. BENUE must be good indeed through this administration, so that we will be able to say at the end of 4 years that not only yes father, not only yes father everywhere, but at the end of 4 years, we will be able to say yes, good road, yes, good development, yes, water everywhere, yes, foreign investors are in the state, yes, security of life and property, yes, good and free education for all, good education for all, and free education for all, and many more. That is the intention of many of us, and that is the prayer of many of us, and that is why we talk. That is why we encourage this present administration to generate revenue by all means according to the law, and not just to generate revenue, and also to secure revenue. You know what I mean by securing revenue? Yes, the state is generating revenue, yet the state is doing everything possible to generate revenue, but we allow all these hoodlums, let me use that language, because they are destroying the state, because they are scattering the state. We allow all these so-called revenue collectors to eat up the money that the state need to do one thing or the other. So my prayer is that at the end of 4 years, my prayer is at the end of this administration, we will say yes to all the social amenities that the state need, and for us to enjoy them. That is our prayers. And how can we achieve this? At the end of this administration, how can we achieve this? That is why we're encouraging the state to generate revenue and to secure the revenue. Already we have talked about motorcycle and cyclist revenue generating. We have explained that already, how to generate a revenue from motorcycle and cyclists. And we have talked about market revenue generating, how to generate revenue from our market. We have talked about that already. So because of our time, and we have many other things to talk, we have many other things to say, we have many other things on ground to make this BENUE, to make our state a great and a better state. So we will do summary on all revenue today. Government are aware, and they know how to generate revenue. Ours here is to give them a plan to charge this administration to do the right thing and do it at the right time. So if you talk about how to generate revenue, we have many ways. We have talked about the motorcycles and cyclists. We have talked about as I've already said, we have talked about how to generate revenue from the market, and also we have vehicle, that is motor. We have the private and also the commercial, the one they use for public bus or wherever they call it, commercial, private and commercial. So Benue State will do all means to generate revenue. If you talk about the private use of the vehicle, like the driving license, the renewing of the particulars, like that in that area. When you come to the commercial areas, like the daily ticketing, daily revenue ticket, the driving license, like that, they know that already. But they should set up task force to achieve this. And not only that, what about trucks? Like this truck that carry goods from one place or the other, that load from one point to another within the state. What about lorries? So state can generate revenue from that area, and not just to generate revenue, we need to generate revenue and at the same time secure it. And another thing we would like to encourage, another area, another department we would like to encourage the state to generate revenue from is forestry revenue. You know, under this revenue generating, the forest, we know there are contractors, there are operators over all the 23 local government areas in Benue State, and the contractors are working, the operators are working day and night. And before you will enter the bush, enter the forest to forward, there is something they call permit. Yes, I believe and I know with my research in Benue State, without permit, no contractor, no operator is allowed to go to the bush and operate. That is my finding. But the permit they collect, either 2 weeks or 1 month or 3 months, where is the money? And if you fail to collect that permit, they do apprehend, they will catch you, then they will fine you either 10, 15,000. The money they find, where is the money? That is where I want government to really work on. That is the contractor and the operator, and that same area under the forestry, there is something they call papers. There is something they call BIRS. That one they print from POS. Apart from that, they have something like hammering, depend the location. There are locations they pay 30,000 per trailer if they hammer the wood, past hammering paper. Like that. Local government, each truck that loaded, depending the areas, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. That is the local government receipt. All this money, where is it going to? Is it to the personal pocket, or is it to the local government, or is it to the state? That is where we want government to really focus on. What about company and factory revenue generating? They know that already. I believe every company in Benue State must be registered, and every factory in Benue State must be registered. But there are factories that operate without registration. I know. So government must do finding, go to all the 23 local government areas in Benue State, do research. Those bread factories, pure water factories that they not register and they are operating, we should make sure we get them registered and they pay their due, their revenue every year. Make sure that yes, states have money and enough to do all we could do. Already, if you come to civil servant revenue generating, that one is okay. Before the money come, the stars has been removed already. When you come to servant, political servant, I don't call them political leaders because they are our servants. Political leaders, you know, that one is taken care of by the state. And apart from all, every means and every way, according to the law, that the state is generating revenue. All our prayers, all our pleas, all that we want from the state is, please secure this revenue and do what is expected of this administration to do for the state. Then at the end of the day, we'll be able to say yes to every social amenity that is expected in the state. I challenge our governor, His Excellency, Reverend Father Hyacinth Talia. I challenged him yesterday. Either he watched the video or not. I know people that are close to him will get the video. You know, at the end of the administration, they will not just say that this administration is not good, but they will point accusing finger directly on you, because you are the one in charge. I want to say it again. You are the one in charge of this state. If this state develop, if this state did not develop, you are the one in charge. And at the end of the day, at the end of the 4 year, they will say you do well or you don't do well. That is it. That is why we are doing our own part here. We encourage you, so that at the end of the day, most of us that voted for you massively, most of us that say yes, we believe in this administration, most of us that say yes, through this man, through this Reverend Father, the Father of all, through his administration, he is able to achieve this, he is able to do this, he is able to change this, he is able to do many other things, so that we will not be disappointed. You know, people are already talking. Everywhere you go, yes, Father, yes, Father. But that is not my concern. All I want is at the end of 4 years, at the end of this first 4 tenure, I believe it will be going to 8 years. I believe at the end of this four tenure, we will be able to say yes, we voted for good development. Yes, we voted for everything. And God grace, we will get there. Thank you very much. I make it brief. Already the state know how to generate revenue already. But our major concern is how to secure it. And they know that already. Let task force be set up. People that have the development of the state at heart, the God-fearing ones, that they collect the money and they use it, they collect the money and they submit to the appropriate quarter, so that the money will get to the state. Not that they collect, they eat up the money. Not that they collect. You know, it pains me in my heart. Look at the level of undevelopment in the state. Everywhere, no good road, no good job, no water, nothing. It pains my heart. It pains my heart. And we don't need to keep quiet. So, as a son or a daughter in the state, political leaders in the state, the opportunity that you have this time is to serve the people. This message is going directly to all our political leaders. The opportunity that God gave you this time is for you to serve the people. As a governor, as a deputy governor, as a state house of assembly, as a commissioner, in all areas, you are heading one department or the other. The reason why God puts you in that place is for you to serve this state. And make sure that, yes, in your time, the state is developed. In your time, the state is good. In your time, the state is up to the expectation. Thank you very much. I remain my humble self, Mr. Ogbo Innocent, and this is Ogbo TV, the media TV. As I earlier said, you can get us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Thank you very much.